Before light, before time, before even the earth had shape, there was only her, the night, eternal, unyielding. In Greek mythology, everything begins with chaos, but not the chaos we imagine today. No noise, no disorder. Chaos was the primordial void, boundless and silent, a formless expanse where nothing yet existed. And from that nothingness came the first beings, the elemental forces of the cosmos: Gaia, Earth, the fertile mother; Tartarus, the deep abyss, darker than the underworld; Erebus, the darkness beneath the world; and Nyx, the night herself. Nyx wasn't just a deity of nighttime. She was the embodiment of night as a divine principle, a living force that gave mystery, silence, and rhythm to the cosmos. Nyx's power lies in her formlessness. She isn't a queen, a warrior, or a trickster like other gods. She is a state of being, an eternal truth that no light can erase. Some ancient Greeks imagined her as a woman wrapped in dark robes, her hair adorned with stars, riding a chariot drawn by shadowy horses. Others described her as a veil covering the sky, a living darkness that never sleeps. Nyx cannot be touched, cannot be conquered, because she is not a thing, she is a limit. Nyx is one of the most prolific beings in all of mythology, and unlike most, she bore many of her children alone. From her, darkness gave birth to the very laws of fate. These were not children in the mortal sense. They were truths, unstoppable, incorruptible, inevitable. Thanatos, death itself. He comes without warning, without sound. No prayer can stall him. Even the gods meet his cold gaze in silence. Hypnos, sleep, the gentle twin of death. He wraps the world in silence, guiding mortals and immortals alike into the realm of dreams. Eris, discord, the whisper in the hearts of armies and kings, who seeds war from the smallest slight. Moros, doom, not misfortune or bad luck, but destiny at its cruelest, inescapable form. Nemesis, the balancing scale of the cosmos. She punishes excess, hubris, and injustice, not from malice, but from divine necessity. Apate, deceit, the mask that wears 100 faces. Geras, old age, not as decay, but as the shadow of time, creeping over even the strongest shoulders. Oasis, misery and suffering. She walks behind grief and grows in the silence after loss. Momos, the spirit of ridicule, scorn, and biting criticism, ever ready to mock the prideful. Philotes, intimacy and affection. Amid these harsh forces, she alone offers tenderness, because even the night must have its stars. The Keres, winged spirits of violent death circling the blood-soaked fields of battle, drawn to agony like vultures. The Honoroi, the dream spirits who emerge with Hypnos at dusk, weaving visions both divine and terrifying into the minds of sleeping mortals. And in some ancient tellings, Nyx was also the mother of the Moirai, the three fates who govern the destiny of all beings. Clotho spun the thread of life, Lachesis measured its length, and Atropos cut it with her shears. To be born of Nyx was not to rule a mountain or a sea. It was to embody the inescapable truths of existence, those which not even Zeus, king of Olympus, could defy. Nyx formed a primordial union with her brother Erebus, the god of shadow. Together they birthed the first light, ether, the divine light that fills the heavens. Hemera, the day, the clear brightness of morning. Thus from darkness came light. Nyx was not only the mother of night, she was the mother of dawn itself. Every evening, Nyx and Erebus would rise from Tartarus, covering the world in darkness. At sunrise, their daughter Hemera would emerge, sweeping her parents' shadows away. They could never be together. One arrives as the other departs. Night and day, mother and daughter, locked in an eternal dance of separation. To the Greeks, this wasn't just nature, it was a cosmic tragedy. Nyx's power wasn't just poetic, it was real in myth. In Hesiod's Theogony, it is said that even Zeus feared her. In one tale, Hera asked Hypnos to lull Zeus to sleep so she could scheme against him. Hypnos obeyed, but when Zeus awoke, he was furious. The king of gods chased Hypnos across the sky. In fear, Hypnos fled, not to Olympus, but to his mother's cave in Tartarus. When Zeus found out where Hypnos had gone, he stopped. He did not pursue, because even the king of thunder dared not challenge the night. Nyx isn't feared because she fights. She's feared because no one dares to fight her. Nyx is not just a shadow in mythology. She is the source of the boundaries that even gods must obey. She gives birth to death, sleep, destiny, and justice. She isn't part of the Olympian hierarchy. She precedes it. Without Nyx, there is no limit, no rest, no justice, no fear of consequence. She is the one who draws the cosmic line, not with a sword, but with silence. People say they fear the dark, but it is not darkness itself they fear. It's what might be hiding within it. Nyx is this fear made divine. She is the embodiment of the unknown, of the truths we can't control, the endings we can't escape. The Greeks may not have built temples to her, but they spoke her name with reverence, because some powers are not worshipped with offerings, but with silence.